Hello, this is Tony the Tech, and today I'm going to be going over a review of the Coleman 5-horse outboards. For a while now, Coleman has made smaller outboards, all 4-stroke, and they're actually not too awful. If you're looking for a cheaper outboard, but you still want 4-stroke power and you want something newer, it's a good option, especially if you can find it used. This specific one is a 2013. See a little bit of information on it on the missions control panel. This little outboard I picked up used, relatively cheap. It needed a carb rebuild, specifically from sitting, which is normal with almost every outboard. One thing I find irritating with this motor is having to take the fuel cap off just to take the cover off. Once you have the fuel cap removed and the cowling removed, you get a clear view of the engine. It's a pretty clean, simple design. Looks almost identical to any of your name brand outboards in this size range. That's specifically because these are the same outboards for the most part, either made by Tohatsu or Hayasun. That's the funny thing about anything less than 9.9 horsepower. They're all the same. A few different parts here and there, but relatively the same. One thing in particular I like about this outboard is it does have a built-in fuel tank, a shut-off valve, and you can also plug in a Mercury fuel tank to it, or at least a Mercury fitting. It fits in there nicely. The fuel pump is plenty strong to draw from about a 3-foot drop. We can get to the important part that you all want to see though. This thing's starting. On this one, little accelerator tag on the handle's missing, but approximately quarter of a turn should help. Pull the choke out, make sure your valve is switched in the position that you're going to use it on, either the built-in fuel tank or the external tank. Open up your vent cap a little bit, not all the way. Give it a few pulls. Tail in the rear. The nice thing about this smaller outboard, it does have forward, neutral, and like a lot of them don't have, for the smaller sizes, reverse. Honestly, on a budget, I would definitely recommend this Coleman outboard. A little background about myself: I am a certified Mercury technician. I've worked on boats for 8 years now. Pretty much seen everything there is to see about these outboards. Even these Colemans, they're all pretty much the same. They're reliable. Just not having that big name brand sticker on them, Mercury, Yamaha, Suzuki, they just wind up selling for a lot cheaper. There's nothing wrong with them. Could I see parts being a little harder to find down the road? Possibly. But if you can get 5 years out of it for paying a quarter of the price that you would for a big name outboard, is it worth it? I'd think so. At that point you can spend an hour or two searching for parts, or you could sell it. You wouldn't lose on that. The nice thing about these little outboards is that parts are still easy to find and relatively cheap, not having that big name sticker on them. This specific outboard is a short shaft. If you look at any of the comparable outboards out there, the lower end of it looks exactly the same. They use the same swivel bracket, same steering detent mechanism, same shift mechanism for reverse. Pretty much the same as a big name brand, just cheaper. Again, this has been Tony the Tech with your helpful technical reviews and repair guides. Follow in, subscribe, share. I'll get more information out to you on anything I can. Outboards, lawnmowers, campers. If it's useful, I'm here to help.